My name is David Villalmanzo, and I'm currently the project coordinator of IAM4RAIL joint undertaking Flagship Project 3, IAM4RAIL. In Nariv, I am the strategic partnerships head manager into research, development, and innovation. My main work at both sides is to try to provide enough coordination to the administrative and management tasks inside the project, so to facilitate that all technical sides are favored and the work is not stopped. I'm in permanent communication as spokesperson with the joint undertaking and the rest of the flagship projects, as well with the system pillar. This type of coordination is quite needed to the purpose of fulfilling the whole project. Cluster A of FP3 carries out three different tasks. The first one is to try to make an effective coordination and management of the project and a correct communication between the partners and also with the joint undertaking. The second task is to provide a common architecture and a complete system view over the whole project, so to keep a homogeneous approach to our findings related to asset management. In the end, it's just to procure a harmonized approach on everything related with railway assets. Safety and security requirements are to be implemented into the different demonstrator activities that we're doing. Last but not least, we must ensure that the communication and disseminations activities are performed correctly, so to ensure that the project findings are completely disseminated with the railway ecosystem, and as well to try to provide an exploitation strategy which will allow us to apply the correct implementation of our findings after the project is done. Our latest output has been focused in 4 different fields. The first approach was to try to define completely 55 different use cases into 7 different integrated demonstrators, which in the end are constituting the full outputs of our project. The second task, most important, was to try to provide the building blocks to try to set up the correct common architecture to develop all these findings into the railway system. A few of our developments will be shown at InnoTrans 2024 in Berlin quite soon. The third field of domain that we have been developing in our cluster is focused, however, into a different type of domain. This is the key performance indicators to try to see if our technical developments are successful and if we are going to have the desired societal input for them. And finally, what we're trying to provide is the correct impact on the events for dissemination, which will be reached by half of the project with the midterm event that we're going to celebrate towards the end of November.
The FP3 IAM4RAIL project intends to foster the use of predictive maintenance and condition-based maintenance, grounded on the technical outcomes of the 5 technical clusters. In the end, we are collecting information from the railway assets, transmitting it, and therefore being able to completely analyze what is the type of improvements that we can derive from this data to obtain a better maintenance life cycle. This will be based on data available from multiple sources, mostly coming from IoT devices and another type of advanced unmanned monitoring. This data afterwards will be used also to design unmanned interventions, which will use new technologies such as robotics, for example, or augmented reality to support the usual and traditional maintenance activities. So, therefore, apart from being able to obtain the health status of the assets and being able to predict the health status, we will be able also to implement another feedback in the origin, so we will be able to completely affect the holistic design of the assets from the very beginning. Finally, we intend to close the loop between the health status information and the traffic management system, providing information from the many subsystems of the railway system, not just the control command and signaling. In the end, this is a really giant leap for the railway system to develop the optimization of rail traffic coming from the health status. I welcome to you all to the integrated and intelligent asset management project in the Europe region undertaking. Welcome to FP3 IAM4RAIL.